What up, Knicks fans? You're watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. The New York Knicks defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 3 of this series, 99-79. And we're looking at a Game 4 for an opportunity at Madison Square Garden for the Knicks to go up 3-1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. In today's show, we will recap Game 3, and then we will look ahead to Game 4. But first, let's get the comment section rolling. I know you guys are hyped. I'm hyped. Let's go, Knicks! Type those W's in the comment section. I need everyone watching right now to light the comment section up. Comment W as the New York Knicks have beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 3 of this series by 20 points. Let's talk about this game. It started off as a slow and sluggish rock fight for the New York Knicks. I mean, you look at the score. This is the first game in the 2022-2023 this season that a team has held another team to less than 80 points. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the first team this season, including the regular season and the postseason, to only score 79 points. And when you look at the stats head-to-head for each team, I don't want to say the Knicks played great, but at the end of the day, they did shoot 47% from the field. They shot 30% from downtown. They won the turnover battle, and they won the rebounding battle. I don't want to toot my own horn right here, but I'm going to say it. I told you, if the Knicks win the turnover battle and they win the rebound battle, the Knicks will win the basketball game, and that is what they did in Game 3 at MSG. And I think my game ball goes to R.J. Star J. Broadway Barrett. I was very critical of the way R.J. played in Game 1 and Game 2. How could you not be? He wasn't good. But you know what? He showed up tonight, and he won the matchup of him versus Karis LeVert. The Knicks couldn't buy a bucket early on. Brunson couldn't score. Randle couldn't score. Grimes couldn't score. You know who could score? Number 9. He looked quick. He looked energized. His first step was hot. He looked bouncy. He looked slick, shrewd, clever, and slick. To quote Walt Clyde Frazier, Barrett, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 8 of 12 from the deck. But this is what won you this game. Not won you the game, but got you heated up. When Barrett makes 3 threes and he goes 50% from downtown, you're going to win a lot of games. I thought R.J. Barrett was incredible for the New York Knicks. I thought he got going downhill. I thought he put pressure on the rim. He had a couple of times where he got out in the fast break. It is what it is. R.J. this season made 3 threes in a game 20 times. And in those games, the Knicks were a very good ball club. So when R.J. Barrett makes his shots from downtown, they're going to win a lot of ball games. Go from good to bad right here. And that's what Julius Randle was, unfortunately, for the New York Knicks. Yet again, I don't think Randle has played a complete game yet in this series. And the Knicks still found a way to win. 3 of 15, 2 of 10, 11 points, 8 rebounds. He has to be better if this team wants to win this series. The fact that you've won 2 games and Randle hasn't played well is pretty damn wild when you think about it. How about we get a Julius Randle Game 4? A Randle Game 4. He goes for 30. Carries this team. This guy's got to step up. He has to step up. This team needs him. This city needs him. We need him. Randle, we need you to be better. We will be live for Game 4 on Sunday. We're going to go live an hour before tip-off. So we'll be live, I guess that's noon Eastern time. Game set to tip off at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live noon on Sunday. Subscribe and hit that red button. Sub for Nick Stubbs. Join us Sunday morning as we will be live for the ball game here on the channel. Game 4. Knicks win Game 4. They go up 3-1. This series is a wrap. We'll talk about Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and all of the New York Knicks, as well as the Cleveland Cavaliers stats coming up in a second. But I got to give a huge shout-out to today's sponsor, and that is Underdog Fantasy. Go to chatsports.com/UnderdogKnicks and use the promo code ChatNYK for 100% match of your initial deposit up to $100. We're excited to announce our new advertising partner, Underdog Fantasy, the premier destination for NBA fans looking to play fantasy sports for real money. With a wide range of games, including daily drafts, season-long best ball, and player pick'em, Underdog Fantasy has something for everyone. Don't miss your chance to win big and experience their user-friendly platform, world-class customer service, and easy withdrawal. So the way it works is you can put together a lineup and you essentially choose higher or lower when it comes to players' individual stats. I did it for Game 3 of the New York Knicks. You could do it for Game 4 of the New York Knicks, or you could do it for the games on Saturdays. Things like Underdog Fantasy will post a stat, let's say RJ Barrett, of 18.5 points this game, and you can choose higher or lower. And if you get 5 of those correct, you can 20x your money. Go to chatsports.com/underdogknicks and remember to use the promo code ChatNYK. The ones I rolled with on Friday night, I chose the higher on Jaylen Brown, points, rebounds, and assists. I chose the higher on Julius Randle, points and rebounds, which didn't end up being that good. I also chose the Jalen Brunson higher on 33 points, rebounds, and assists. That also fell just shy. But look, if you get that deposit bonus, you can afford to miss a little bit and be ready to go for the next games. Get hooked up with them. Go to chatsports.com/underdogknicks and use ChatNYK as the promo code. We got to talk about Jalen Brunson, who really sealed this game for the New York Knicks. I thought RJ Barrett got it cooking for the Knicks here in the first quarter, but in the last 3 quarters, I thought Jalen Brunson was the smooth and steady captain that he always is. 21 points on 55% from the field. He starts hitting that 3. This team could be actually serious. They need him to start hitting his outside shots. They need him to start hitting his outside shots. One of my keys to this game was Josh Hart. How was Josh Hart going to play, and why did I even doubt it? He continues to play absolutely winning basketball. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 or 5 from the deck, 2 points. I thought he played good defense on Donovan Mitchell. I thought he played good defense on Darius Garland. Got the Knicks going a little bit in the fast break. Had a couple of turnovers, but I thought Josh Hart was a difference maker for the New York Knicks. I thought he was great in Game 1. Didn't think he was good in Game 2. Battling with that ankle injury, but in Game 3, you saw the Josh Hart impact. 13 points, 6 rebounds. We've been calling on Emmanuel quickly to step up, knock down 2 shots from beyond the arc, 11 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Quickly brought it today on Friday in Game 3. You need him to be great in Game 4. Quickly, can we get a 25-point game in Game 4? Can we get 18 points in Game 4? We're going to talk about Obi Toppin here a little bit, who I thought was great, but I want to hear from you right now. The Knicks MVP in Game 3 was who? Who was the Knicks MVP in Game 3? I'd split it between RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson. I thought RJ Barrett was the MVP of the first half. I thought Jalen Brunson was the MVP of the second half. But let me know what you think. Sound off for me down in the comment section. I want to talk about Obi Toppin here a little bit. Sure, the stats don't look great. 3 of 8, 1 of 4, 8 points. But I thought he played good. I thought he brought you good energy. I thought he made a couple of open shots. I thought he got downhill, had a really nice pass. I was proud of the way Obi Toppin played. I thought he played a brand of winning basketball. There was actually a point in the second half where I said, why did they take out Obi Toppin and put in Julius Randle? But I was proud of the way Obi played. He's an electric player. Had that and one alley-oop. He was good. We do have a little bit of injury news right here. Quentin Grimes did not play in the second half. He was ruled as questionable at halftime with a contused shoulder. So that will definitely be something to monitor as well. Did not play in that second half. Josh Hart started in his spot. I think he's okay. A little bit worrisome that he did not, play in the second half. I'm scrolling on the internet right now looking for a Quentin Grimes injury update. I'm sure he'll take an MRI or an X-ray after the game, see how he wakes up and feels Saturday morning. I'd probably expect him to play on Sunday, but we'll see. Kind of crazy to think. You haven't had a great game from Quickly. You haven't had a great game from Randle. You haven't had a great game from Quentin Grimes, and you're up 2-1. He didn't have a good game either, that being Darius Garland. He was the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 2 at Quicken Loans Arena, He just didn't show up tonight. And I thought it was a little bit of him missing shots, as well as the Knicks playing a little bit different defense. In game 1 and game 2, you saw R.J. Barrett guarding Darius Garland. And in this game, you saw Jalen Brunson guarding him. I thought that helped defender on the pick and rolls, scooted up a little bit more, didn't play as much drop coverage, and kind of iced those screens and blitzed those screens a little bit. I thought that went a long way for the Knicks. Donovan Mitchell gave you 22, 5, and 7, but this is what hurt him. 2 of 8 from downtown. The Cavs really couldn't hit from downtown. Look, you score 79 points. It's hard to say they just missed shots. I'm going to give some credit to this New York Knicks defense. I thought they played some damn good defense, especially team defense on that side. Caris LeVert got cooking a little bit, I want to say, in that third quarter. Made like 15 straight points in a row, but it wasn't enough as the Knicks won this game by 20. R.J. Barrett finally outplayed Caris LeVert. That's a matchup we've been looking at all series long. And I thought R.J. Barrett finally answered the test. The Knicks want to win game 4. You know what they got to do? Win the rebound matchup, win the turnover matchup, and knock in some threes. And they're going to win this series. And they're going to go up 3-1 and go back to Cleveland for game 5 with a very, very, very good advantage and a potential to win this series. Rebound the ball, take care of the ball, make open shots. Can we get a Randle game? Can we get a Quickly game? Can we get a couple of points from Quentin Grimes? Knicks are sitting pretty. Knicks are sitting pretty. I like what they're doing. I like the way they're playing. I thought Tom Thibodeau coached a hell of a game in game 3. But let's look to game 4. Who do you got? Who do you got in game 4? Type CLE for the Cavs, NYK for the Knicks. Sound off for me down below. After game 1, I told you it was just one game. After game 2, I told you it was just one game. After game 3, though, you're up 2-1. Look, the Knicks have 2 more home games in this series. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 wins is enough wins to punch your ticket for round 2. The Knicks win game 4. They win game 6. They win this series. The Madison Square Garden crowd was awesome. It was loud. They brought the intensity. So proud of this team. So proud of this team. Knicks, they're up 2-1. We'll see you on Sunday. Let's see what they do in game 4. Go Knicks.